today we got a clogged sink. Let's fix that up. So first thing we gotta do is get in the van, and we have to grab a few things. First thing we need is a snake that's in there. Before that, let's actually get my glove. And I keep this bucket with me. Just helps me carrying stuff. But everything else kind of like stays here. I just keep my garbage bag and the wipes here. I don't know where this came from, but alright. We need gloves for sure. We're gonna need nothing from here, I believe. This is kind of like my regular pouch. I take this everywhere. Kind of need it for everything, really. But we won't need anything from there. We just need to unscrew some things by hand. And alright, we need the big snake. Something I don't really use at all. There you go. Use this only once in my life. Whew. This thing is heavy. But I got a few Ryobi plumbing stuff. So when I saw this, I was like, why not? Okay, we got 2 bars of battery. Not bad. So we can take that. Everybody else can stay here. We're gonna grab a few rags just in case we need it. Rags are probably in the bottom here, right over here. Just gonna grab a rag in case we spill anything. And I guess that's, I would say it would be it, but sometimes you need a screwdriver to kind of, push things in and stuff. We'll keep one of that, and that should be it. Let's go to the bathroom. So we're actually at the bathroom right now, and as you can see, it's pretty much clogged. I just put in a little bit of water, and it's just not going down at all. It goes down very slowly, so this is definitely an issue. So we're gonna get this fixed. So first step is gonna be cleaning everything up from the underside of the cabinet, because there's always some stuff in here. So when we get these cleaning stuff out of the way, we can get to the actual pipes. So I just like to take everything out because most of the time it will spill a little bit of water, and obviously you don't want water to touch anything that's here, including paper towels, toilet papers. That's gonna be bad. So now what we do is I'm gonna take everything out from a little bucket that I brought with me. And we will put this underneath just to contain any spillage that happens here. So I'm gonna wear my gloves because I'm gonna be touching some nasty stuff here. So most of the time it's within the P-trap. That's where the issue is, right over here. This basically fills up with water, and it stays there, and basically just holds water, so the switch gas doesn't enter the house. That's kind of the main purpose of this U-trap. So most of the time, heavier things will be, sit over here, and that would kind of clog it. But I've already cleaned this before, so this is definitely not the issue. That's why I got the snake in. But this is where you can start with. So all you would do is take this off and take this off, and then it'll disconnect the U-trap, and then you could clean it, put it back on. That works most of the time. That's literally kind of what most of the time I have to face is, but we're gonna do a full service this time. So as I'm taking the U-trap off, I'm seeing all this water backing out through the U-trap. So obviously there's clog back in the drain. So what we will do is disconnect this entire pipe. There's no clog here, there's nothing inside the pipe here, so it's nasty in there, so I don't want to show you guys what's in the pipe, but there's no like blockage in there, so we will leave that as is. Let me leave my sandals there. And I'm just gonna let some water, drop back out into the bucket. Water still dropping back, so that just means we have a big clog down the road. So we will just take the snake, and this is also a good time to clean from the top up to this pipe here. So what you can do is disconnect the mechanism here in the back, and then this will open up this entire valve, and then you could just push like a paper towel or like a rag through this, and then it'll clean it out. That's not my concern. That's not restricting the flow of water, so it's not a big deal for me. So we will continue to the rest of the stuff. So now what we will do is the water stopped dripping, kind of. So I'll just remove the bucket, and I will put my rag here to kind of hold any of the water here and dirtiness that comes out of this, and I will kind of start snaking in. Okay, when I hit something that kind of ends my mark here, I'll just start spinning this slowly, and I'll also help trying to guide this wire further in. This machine's been in some nasty stuff, so that's why I highly suggest wearing gloves, especially if you don't do this for a living. If you do this for a living, you're probably not even watching my video, but if you're a DIYer, the snake's been in a nasty place, so before even, so I would definitely wear gloves. So I'm gonna keep doing this until all of my wire, unloads into the pipe here as far as it can go, or until I kind of hit something and it just doesn't go anymore. So I'll keep doing that. As you can see, I can still push this in, and as you can push it in, you can kind of assist with your hand to push this in, and you gotta keep going. So whatever there was, we kind of pushed it. So all I'm trying to do is trying to get through all the way. And you could do this spinning a little bit and then keep going, or you could just push that in and then spin. Either way, we will keep spinning it back when it comes back. So anything that is in the drain, it should be out by now. My snake is just going. Okay, we are done. Okay, so we will bring it back. And be careful, because this can happen. Your hand can, your gloves can get caught up in the thing. So be very careful if you're wearing rubber gloves, especially, because I don't think you're supposed to wear rubber gloves with this, because we have a big snake machine, and it came with some gloves that doesn't really get caught into this. It's a small snake size, just be careful. I'm gonna pull it back a little bit and then keep spinning it. There's some nasty stuff coming out. I don't know if you want to see, but right there, I don't know if you can see, but some nasty stuff coming out. Okay. All right. It is a lot of hair. This is always like the root cause of all this plumbing issue, like literally hair. I always find hair everywhere. So hair is obviously definitely the biggest issue pretty much all the time. And there's like wipes, tissues. Guys. Oh God. I'm just trying to clean my machine as I'm going as well, so I don't, carry all these things in the drum. Usually the gunk stays toward the, end of the thing, so it's easy to clean. But I guess this is coming in like chunks. This is crazy. This is a lot of hair. This is definitely what was blocking it. I could tell you right off the back. Wow. And it just like tangles up on the reel here. So you really gotta keep cleaning this, because you don't really want to clog up your drum here with hair. And you also don't want this nasty stuff carrying around with you, because it'll stink up. Okay, got more hair. Dang. Okay, there we go. We got a lot of hair. That's pretty much all we got. Bunch of hair. This is kind of like the #1 culprit all the time. We will just clean this off into the towel here and throw this out. So, and then we will basically clean everything up and put everything back, and then we will test it out to see if everything works or not. Yep, it is pretty nasty, as you can see. This is all the, you know, stuff I got from here, so it's pretty bad. So I'm just gonna take everything and wipe it down. Definitely gotta clean this spot with wipes and stuff to kind of disinfect everything here. But let's make everything nice here. I'll drop that in the bucket, and let's put our U-trap in. There you go. And we will basically just connect the U-trap, and with this flex piece here, this is what it was. I'm not gonna change anything up here. We're basically verifying that everything, you know, goes back as it should without any leak. And then we will start the cleaning process, and we will also obviously have to double check that whatever we did actually worked. So I'm gonna throw all the garbage in there, clean that up outside of the house. So leave that like separately. And let's turn the water on, and we shall wait and see if this catches water. Now if it does, like it is right now, the problem's still there. It might be over here, in here, so we will clean this out, and yeah, I'm just hearing it falling down, you know, slowly. So the clog might be somewhere up here, so we will take those mechanisms out, and we will try to do that right now. This is pretty disgusting work, but it has to be done. Okay, so over here, there's a clip here in the back. There's a metal clip. Don't know if you can see. Let me turn the camera up. Let me get the bucket out of the way. So there's a clip here in the back that I opened up. Let me see if I can bring you guys here. Okay, so I just basically remove this clip that, you know, disconnects this, and once you do that, it will let you take this apart on top. Well, this, you gotta take this apart, so you just unscrew this thing, and there's gonna be like a little ball here. Okay, so once you take that off, you can take this thing off after you take off the ball. Of course, this thing just sunk in. This is where a flathead would be very appreciated, but I did not bring one. Brought one. Filming and doing something is like 10 times harder. So what I will do is I will try to pry this thing open that you see here. We'll try to take this apart. I'll just try to, you know, push this up with from the back side. I'll just open that flex thing that I installed earlier with that U-trap, and we will push it up, because we gotta go, you know, we gotta get a rag through it anyway. So I'm basically just disconnecting the U-trap again. Ooh, Okay, this thing is definitely clogged. There is a lot of hair in here, so this obviously restricted a lot of the flow, and as you can see, I don't even have gloves anymore, so this is just part of the job. Not all the time you can stay clean. So what I'll do is I'll clean everything off, and then we will continue after I do that. Now it's time to reassemble everything. As you can see, there's no connection here like with silicone or anything, because there's one of those rubber seal, so it's easy. And I really like this because it's easy to clean up and everything too. So there we go, I'm dropping everything back how it's supposed to and try to line everything up and install everything back how we uninstalled them. Oh, I forgot. There's nothing under. Oh, dang it! This happens all the time. It's nothing new. Let me bring you guys down here so you can be part of the action. It is nasty down here. Okay, so we're basically just trying to do everything in reverse order. So here we are. Okay, so we're basically threading this into this. So this goes from the top, this goes from the bottom. We can put this top piece like later. So we're just putting this on, keeping this thing in the back. So right now we're just screwing this on. Take the bigger part and just start screwing like that. Okay, once it catches, like go a little bit in, and then you could just tighten this part here on the bottom, this screw here, this big one, and that should seal our connection here and make it watertight with the gaskets. Now if the gaskets are old, might have to replace them because yeah, it might leak. So yeah, if it doesn't leak, it's good. Again, same order, but try to clean everything up. This stick that we took out with the ball has hair in it, obviously. Everything has hair with it now, so hair is something that we're gonna see a lot. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this part here and we're gonna drop it from the top, so like this hole here, it's gonna be in the back. See that plastic part? That's gonna be in the back, right? And we're gonna put this thing here through this tube here, and we're gonna basically try to put this in here. So this is how that mechanism works when you pull the stick behind the sink, and then like it just shuts it down. So that's how it works, because this is that this metal piece is connected to that rod in the back of the thing. So gotta do this. If you need that feature. If you don't fit it in, it's not gonna work. So verify once you put it in, it's good. And then you'll have some sort of retainer like this, and you basically put it behind the rod here on the back. So it basically keeps the metal piece here from coming out. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, we forgot to put the gasket in. This is very important. Before that ball, there's a gasket. So make sure you put the... Oh, not only there's a gasket here that goes in the thing, but there's also another part that we were missing, which is the screw to screw that ball in there watertight. And this part would go from the longer side, so we have to undo that. And just like this, again, since we took it out, we gotta make sure it's in and it's operational. Just fiddle this up and down until it snaps in into that thing on top. It's operational on top, I can see. And then since the washer is in there, should be watertight when we tighten this up nicely. Don't cross thread, just take your time and tighten this up. Go right straight into it, and with some patience, once the thread catches, just tighten this up. Okay, now I tighten things up all the way before I finish my stuff. So I'm just gonna put this in here to the best fit, and then we will put this returner back on. And boom. Okay, so now this piece shouldn't fall off. I don't even know if you guys see it because of this thing here, but this is not this isn't really necessary all the time, unless you have the same issue as mine, a lot of hair that can get caught up everywhere, really. Okay, tightened it up. Now at this point, what you can do is you can snake one more time, but what I'll do is I'll put all the pipes back on and try it again and see if it works. If it doesn't work, I'll have to snake basically what we did in the beginning. We would have to snake the line again. Maybe there's more stuff down the road that we have to snake. So yeah, happens all the time. Sometimes you have to snake like 2-3 times to make sure everything is gone. Sometimes the first time is the charm. So yeah, it's just 2 connection. I'm just gonna put this on and try, and I think it should work. We did unclog a lot of things, from the top and the bottom, so I'm pretty positive we're good. We should be pretty golden. So these threads, you don't want to cross them, so you just got to be careful, especially if they've been there for a long time. They're brittle. This thing's been here for a very long time, so yeah. Don't want to mess with it that much, but we just gotta make sure it's watertight. You can also buy these pieces. The best way to deal with this type of situation is taking this apart, take it to a hardware store, and they can literally get you the same part assembled. Okay. Well, wish me luck, guys. Let's turn the water on. Let me bring you guys with me to see if this is still gonna be clogged. Okay, well, it's not clogging up. Let's turn this up and make sure it's actually good. It's running down really fine. We're not getting any water back up. I think we fixed the issue, didn't we? So I'm just gonna wash up, clean everything off, and it's always important to bring an extra pair of pants and clothes to your job site, because you never know how dirty you can possibly get. As you can see, it's very dirty, but lucky for me, this is my own house, so I'm gonna change up right now. Gotta take a whole shower after I clean this entire bathroom off and enjoy the newly snaked sink. And I'm gonna swap out the sink anyway, so I just wanted to make this video to show you guys how to unclog it. So that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.